Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another lesson plan with Madam Ajrod. I'll show you my lesson plan for the unit. Our findings show. The theme, of course, is communication and the press. Here the lesson is listening and speaking. It's the first lesson in the unit. It's introducing the unit plus the lesson of listening and speaking. The main aim of the lesson is, by the end of the lesson, learners will be able to recognize the topic of the second unit and its project, enrich their vocabulary store by unit-related vocabulary, and interpret the content of an audio script. We have divided the lesson plan into timing, steps, rationale, and procedure. Timing, it's the old timing, of course. You have to adapt it to the new timing, which is 45 minutes. The old one was 60 minutes. As you can see here, the length of the lesson is 60 minutes. Steps of the lesson here. The first one is introducing the theme and the project. The rationale of this step is to activate learners' background knowledge of the topic and to elicit the theme of the unit. The procedure, how we deal with it. Presentation. Teacher asks learners to open their books, page 76. Here you can use pictures, not the ones in the book, but you can use pictures from Google. Use pictures that best describe the title of the unit, which is Communication and the Press. Here teacher asks learners to open their books, page 76, then interacts orally with learners about the pictures. Learners interact with their teacher and respond to her questions orally. They can then deduce the theme of the unit through questions and interaction with the teacher. What does the pictures show? What does the journalist do? What shall he do after collecting information? What shall he do next? Learners' possible answers are these ones. This is a reporter or a journalist reporting news, collecting information to write his report. He can interpret results of his investigation or findings. To introduce the project of the unit, as you know, we used to introduce the project of the unit. The first thing before we start teaching lessons of the unit. The project input is here. My project was conducting a survey. The steps are choosing a topic. Number 2, designing a questionnaire. Number 3, conducting the interview. Number 4, collecting data and interpreting results. Number 5, writing the report. Then we move to the listening and speaking lesson, which is here. The step is the pre-listening stage. The rationale is to inject new vocabulary words related to the listening script. Sequence 1, listening and speaking. That's what should be written on the board. Teacher shows learners different newspapers and magazines and engages learners in an oral discussion in order to elicit vocabulary related to the listening script. With the vocabulary is rubrics, serious, sensational, tabloids. The next step is the while listening stage. To listen for specific information, then the teacher invites learners to listen to the listening script and do task 1. Task 1, listen and answer the following questions. Number 1, what does the interviewee like? Why? How often does he read them? Number 3, why does he hate sensational newspapers? Here the key answers. The interviewee likes reading serious or quality newspapers because they are objective and tell the truth. Number 2, he reads them daily. Number 3, he hates sensational newspapers because they are subjective. They are subjective, full of half-truths and shocking headlines. Then we deal with task 2, page 79, choosing the right answer. Sensational is shocking, the synonym of shocking. Half-truth, it means true but not complete. Tabloids, it's newspapers that tell sensational stories. Then we move to the next stage in the lesson. It's after listening stage. To recycle, the rationale is to recycle and use the vocabulary learned to develop speaking. Task 3, do you like reading newspapers or magazines? Which type do you prefer? Why? Here the teacher engages learners in an oral discussion, so he encourages them to speak by replying to these questions. Well, like this, we have finished the listening and speaking lesson. See you in another lesson plan. Goodbye.